Hey everyone, this is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today. We are joined by international world traveling superstar Miss Sarah Farasia.
That's very sweet of you. I don't think I've gone anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I'm on not really bed rest. I'm on just rest with my pregnancy. I'm not going, I may travel for Christmas, but we will see. Now, I will say I think my hematoma has healed. Anybody following my pregnancy journey, thank God for you. You don't have a uterus, you're not getting preggers. Anyway, it's a whole thing. But I think things are really good. So I am, no, I'm kicking up my heels. I'm not going anywhere. You're the one that's like traveling the world, aren't you? Don't you have like plans? Aren't you doing like some five-star African safari coming up or something?
That's 2026. I'm going to Hawaii this year during Christmas and New Year's. What have I been doing the past 5 years that I have? It's dead time. I will never be. Do you know, like, I was never, but I'm never going to be in the United States again for Christmas and New Year's. Like, just, it's such a good time to be away and out of here.
Oh my God, yeah. And if you don't have kids, like, yes. Oh my God, go to Hawaii, stay like five-star Ritz-Carlton resort, darling. Oh, live it up.
Still don't like kids, but let me tell you something. I went out to brunch yesterday. I'm back in LA, but I was in New York yesterday. Went out to brunch, and it's so funny. I was with a friend of mine, and this couple walked in, tourists, of course, because based on where I live, it's all tourists. And this couple walked in, one, two, three. They had five children, and I just thought this. And then my friend that I was with, she said, Jesus fucking Christ, five fucking kids. What the fuck? And I was like, this is why we're friends. Because I'm sitting here, you are literally having the same thought as me. And I was like, I literally, this is not arrogance. Because look, I hate kids. That's my prerogative. Anyone that doesn't like me saying that can suck my dick. But I mean, this is not arrogance. I mean, what?
Come out
What
swinging.
do people do with five? I mean, you have to have that is because look, all the kids are always around the same age. That's $500,000 a year in college. I truly, from the bottom of
But
my
you know what?
heart,
Most people don't like pay for college. Kids are like, there's two things that are happening in our society. One,
tell
you
me.
have a lot of kids, it's a sign of money, right? Because it's a lot of very usually religious people, and
Mm-hmm.
they have a lot of money from family money. And so like I love following Ballerina Farms. I know you don't follow her on TikTok. Anyway,
I don't even know what the fuck that is,
she
girl.
married the son of the guy who started JetBlue, right? They have
Oh,
eight kids, okay? And of course, and they live in this place out in Montana, and it's this insanely gorgeous farm. I don't know if it's Montana, but anyway, somewhere, insanely gorgeous farm. But I mean, they're uber rich, right? So of course you can have eight children. They're JetBlue money, they're gonna like so, but they pretend they live off the land and they make their own milk. I mean, only people that are legacy, old school money have this time, right? So there's those people there and like then they're very religious, like a lot of religious people still believe in having a lot of children. I want three kids. Even after I have this baby, I want to foster, to adopt. I There's nothing better.
you want
Just
three, and then you want to adopt two. So apparently you want five
no,
as
no, I
well.
want three total.
Okay, okay. So you're gonna adopt after this one.
Well, I'm going to try the foster to adopt. I'm not going to do straight adoption because there's so many kids in California,
Hmm.
especially, who need a home. There's so much homelessness here, mental health issues, unfortunately, with immigration stuff. So, you know, I want to foster to adopt. There's nothing better than kids. Like, there's work, but work is just so unfulfilling. You know what I mean? Like adults aren't going to come to you and like my son, he's so cute. Like yesterday, he's like, "Mommy, can you get me a massage chair?" He's four. It's like, what? You don't need a massage chair. Where did you even hear this? There's so many amazing things. Like in the middle of the night, he woke up. He's like, I'm scared and I'm lonely in here. Can I come into your bed? And then he comes in and he snuggles with us. It's like the greatest feeling. Has any boss ever said that to you? I mean, I guess that would be your dream come true. You'd own the company.
Well, I would own the company. As far as work being unfulfilling, I mean, I can't argue with you on that one, honey. I mean, So I'm not necessarily disagreeing. Well, look, I don't want to make before we get into Teresa,
Yeah, let's get
um,
into that.
the
So
animal across the river. Look, I don't want to make your pregnancy about me, but part of
okay.
me is like, okay, so she's having the kid, and like that, look, you're a human being, like that distracts you, of course, from the day, you're pregnant, you got things going on, and like you said, again, the joke's on me because I'll be dying alone. But, so like I get it, you're a little distracted, but then I'm like, yeah, but if she keeps popping the kids out, like you gotta be here, girl. You gotta
That
keep that
is true.
microphone. I mean, so like I don't want to make her pregnancy about me, but I'm like, oh, so maybe this is a good thing for me, of course, because you'll just have to produce show after show after show. So this might be good. You might have 20 kids, Sarah. Have them all.
Oh my God, you're right. I mean, if I have three, I will be strapped to this chair. I will actually have to do 9 shows a week to live the lifestyle that I want because I want to go to Disney 5 star. I mean, like it's not about for me and talk about selfish. Like if I'm going to do things with these kids, Legoland, I'm like, I want the VIP, skip the line. I want the vibe,
See?
so you know how much that is? It's a fortune for these kids.
That's why I'm like, look, it's expensive and it's not even shade. I don't know how people do it. I see people walk in and I'm like, there are days where I'm like, I feel like I can't afford my life. I don't know how people do it with
Well,
all
you
these
own
kids.
like you have 3 houses. You own 2 of them, by the way, in like 2 of the most expensive zip codes in the world. I mean, yeah, I'm sure when you get those mortgages every month, you're
I,
like, yeah, I don't want to open your bills.
Who has a few money issues too? Maybe some more. Well, here we are
Hmm.
again. This keeps coming up. I have talked about this so many times, but I did get your text. Everyone else texted it to me. We still have these articles, RHONJ recast without the animal across the river. Rah, 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 rah. Maybe should that be the sound for the animal? We have the sound for the rat. That it's recast without the animal across the river. Here we go. Why is this same story that's weeks old resurfacing? Teresa's left out of RHONJ season 15 test footage as Bravo is likely to move on without her. And they're saying the tree huggers, huh? They're in the front row today because they heard I was going to talk about. Don't be scared, you guys. They heard that the article says the tree huggers are going to be very upset, but that's the direction that Bravo's likely going in. And they've tested the newbies with Marge. They tested the newbies with Mel, with Dolo, and it's very promising. We are very close to having a cast, but look, it's definitely going to be a funny, fresh, and entertaining season. When the dust settles and those were fearful that it would not return can rest easily. It's coming back, but the tree huggers are going to be very upset. But let's rip the band-aid off. This is the same article that's been going on for weeks. What do you think of all this?
I don't know because when I see these, I instantly send them to you because I'm so confused. Because also in the past couple of weeks or so, they've announced new talent at BravoCon, and one of them is our friend Looney Lou. Looney
Looney
Louie,
Lou.
Louis Ruelas is going to be making an official appearance. So to me, it's like they have to be doing something with Teresa and Louis. And are they, you know, I'm not shocked. This seems like it's a Bravo insider, like someone that actually works for Bravo, giving this leak, right? Again, I don't know that to be fact, but it just the article kind of alludes to that. So is it that Teresa and Louis, like you've said, are getting their own spinoff? I just can't see them letting go. And I don't know. I think the tax stuff is fascinating, but so what do you think? You believe it, right? You
I've believed it for a while. Like, there's so many crazy things. RHONJ is recast around Marge. Marge the Sarge is the star, and Melissa can never be the star. I really look. I don't see them getting. Look, Andy loves Teresa, but I mean, he also loves Ramona, and he loves Sonia, and he loves Luann, and they don't got a job at the network these days. Um, I don't see her on RHONJ, and I just don't see her on her own spinoff. So I don't know.
really?
Well, I don't see them letting her go either. I don't see a spinoff about the life of Teresa and Louis. I don't think they want to
Well,
work with Looney Lou. I don't think they want to hear about the taxes. I don't know what Teresa can do. Become the next Teresa's Meatballs Top Chef style. in Jersey and who's the best Italian cook. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think they want to do something with her, but I don't think it's RHONJ and I don't think it's with Looney Lou. By the way,
Well,
Katie
it has,
Janela.
okay, I have to argue with you because it has to be with Looney Lou. Otherwise, there's no way they would bring him to BravoCon, which is really sets the tone for the next year. So
Well,
that can't be true because if they really wanted to distance themselves, you think Kelly Dodd and Rick are ever going to be featured no, okay? So,
honey.
like they must want Louis. They must if they're in limbo about what they're going to do with them, they're throwing him a bone and he's appearing. I don't know. I look this article said, which I to me I think is stupid by Bravo, but the article goes on to say, oh, we know that the tree huggers. She has these diehard fans. She has more fans than Melissa and Joe.
Still, because a lot of people hate the animal across the river these days.
I think she does. And they
You
said,
do.
oh, Bravo knows they're going to get backlash, but they're just going to deal with it. I don't know. I mean, look, they are settling. Bravo is settling for extremely low ratings. We saw, I mean, RHOA, Atlanta had some of the lowest ratings of all
What
time.
about M?
Well,
MMM?
Miami, I mean, you and I get more down. We say that all the time. I would stick with that. I would show anybody my numbers. We might get more downloads in a month than they do. It's so bad.
Might. I mean, I know what your numbers are, sweetie. You get them. Also,
I
but can I just
know.
point something in your BravoCon theory? I hear ya. I hear ya. But what about the fact that right now Kenya's not on the list, but Miss Juicy Janella, Katie is on the list for BravoCon, and someone just asked her on. Oh, we got to talk about that RHOC
Oh, there's so
is
much there. It's so
you
good.
realize, I mean, is RHOC about to be RHONJ? Are we going to have the RHOC toxic pause like RHONJ did? Because I don't see how RHOC right now is any less toxic on air and on social media has gone insane. But Katie Janela, someone just said, are you still going to BravoCon, girl? And she's like, I'm on the list. Now maybe they fired her and canceled her, but Katie Janela says as of a couple
Katie's a
days ago,
liar, though. Katie's a liar. Who knows
that's
who's
what they
going to
say.
be at BravoCon? Once your friend Amir came out.